Hey Leo, welcome to Intuitive Tarot. I'm Kiera. I'm not here for likes, shares, or subscriptions, but I am here to do an energy check-in. Energy can be on people, places, things, circumstances, and situations. So be mindful that you can see this energy anywhere in your chart. In the description, you'll find a link to personals, and you'll find a free link on how to find your natal chart. So you can follow along with the energy with me and other readers, and not just getting like a generic reading because you only know one thing, right? The interesting thing about the energy that I'm picking up for you, because we're supposed to be in this health and hibernation stage, I'm getting like an irritated energy. I'm getting like you feel like people are like imposters. I'm also picking up this energy of feeling like you don't want to get too close to anyone because everything turns out the same. So let's see how this is. It's like, heard it all before. Look, you got like, why? You know, when you know better, you do better. And with this airplane out here, you know better. You're on the move here. There is a transitioning energy here with the flower out here. You're where you should be, Leo energies. Yeah, dinosaurs out here with flower, and then here's this new pose. So this is intuitively telling me that you are old enough to know better, wise enough to know better. You've been through some stuff, so like you can recognize it here. You're blossoming and blooming because you're using the knowledge that you have acquired and you're applying it to your life here to come up with something new, something different here. Alligator out here, you can recognize a predator a mile away. Okay, they're not hiding from you at this point. Dinosaur, you're bigger than your problems as well, and now that you've bloomed and blossomed is what I was going to say. Yeah, look, swan energy. You may have been a late bloomer or slow to catch on to something. You could be the latest person that's been added to a team or joined a team. You could be the youngest in a family, and everyone already feels like they've surpassed you just, you know, due to age, but you're wiser to them now and you're letting it be known. It's showing now. And again, you're blooming, and you can see this predatory energy out here. Mars energy out here. You might want to see where you have Mars and see how Mars is affecting you. Mars is in Scorpio right now, which makes sense. That's a very persuasive energy. It's a very sensual energy. It's a very sacred energy. So again, it's like a kickstart, but it's smooth with it. I'm hearing Hennessy, rum. It's like, it's that kind of vibe. With this being out here too, with the flower and the dinosaur, I feel like you're an old soul. This isn't someone with a new soul. Wherever you have this set in your chart, you could be experiencing a cycle that you've already been through. You could have failed it over and over again. You're finally passing it. That's something else I'm picking up. This dinosaur, it's like an old problem. It's like, aha, I finally got it. If you've been struggling with something here, yeah, I'm looking at the Five of Swords here. You've been struggling with something, Five of Cups, and you're thinking you'll never figure it out. You'll never learn it. If this is a new skill, you've perfected something here. The letters F and D are out here. So your name could start with an F or a D, or someone you know name could start with an F or D. You could be a mentor here. Having a child could definitely be helping you to wisen up. You could have a young daughter here, or a very boisterous son. You could have a set of twins, one girl, one boy. They're very different from each other, night and day. Or you could just have a daughter and a son that are very different from each other, night and day. They could have different parents, but they're both going to have your... I just heard your head, your hairstyle, your hair color. It's something about their head, like their head shape. And I'm laughing because my daughters draw, and we were just talking about that. Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck again, so I'm going to take this out here. Heard it all before, but they were drawing head shapes, and I didn't realize how many different shapes. Like, I know our face is in different shapes, and we learned that when, you know, you're looking at makeup application, but even with the skull shape, that's all hereditary. So there is some type of flaw or fail that you're looking over here, and you finally cracked the code, because you see you got that star in there. It's like you had to go through trials and tribulations here. Definitely initiation energy here, going through something until you figure it out. This is strong medicine. That's a term that's been coming up a lot. Strong medicine meaning like it's a lesson that you can only learn by going through it. It's not easy. It's not the best. This is giving me the imagery of like those game shows that they have where you have to like walk through a pit of snakes, or like walk across hot coals. Initiation by fire is what's coming out here, but that was on the bottom of the deck, so that's external energy, or like the cause of things that are happening around you. Show me Leo's energy wherever Leo is in their chart. If you are applying this energy to your work house, which would be like your 10th house, your second house, and your chart, then what I'm seeing is that you could have hired a intern or an assistant that is like you in your younger days, and you're trying to show them like, okay, you remind me so much of myself. However, you know, if I could do it again, slow down. That's something else I'm seeing here with the Five of Cups and the Hermit here, because it's like you love the vitality and the youth that something is bringing to your life, but at the same time you're kind of on edge because you kind of know how this can go good and how this can go bad. Show me Leo's energy, please, Spirit, in this health and hibernation stage. Now, with this Hermit energy being out here in this health and hibernation stage, I can definitely see, even with this Two of Swords, you're doing a lot of internal reflecting. So if you are cross-watching for someone, or if you notice the pattern and behavior of someone who is really quiet, sleeping a lot, or maybe they're in their room with the door closed a lot. I'm also picking up on someone who is like taking long baths or long walks, sitting in their car a lot. It's because they're reflecting. This Leo energy is definitely reflecting. Again, there has been some type of reality check. It's giving me the energy of like, again, some milestone that's been hit that you're looking back at. It's almost like, I don't even know if it was worth it. Like, I learned all of this, but you know, you think that Hunger Games energy at the end, when you win, you think you would be excited, but it's like, yeah, I won, but when you think about what you have to go through to win, it's like tragic. You know what I mean? You never want to go through it again with the Two of Swords being out here and the Knight of Pentacles. This is also giving me the energy of like, say when you're playing like video games here, strength card on the bottom of the deck, where if you have Leo in your chart, this is something that you haven't been able to master. So you may have been failing the same test, being weak for the same person, finding yourself in the same situation, because energy can be on what? Energy, people, places, situations, and circumstances. So it's like round and round. This is like a loop energy. I'm seeing the infinity sign, which is also what you see here on her head here with this Leo energy here. And it's like, how do I continuously get here? What am I doing? What can I do differently? And it's like you're starting to recognize, like, this time you get a little closer, a little further. It's also giving me the energy of like those shows where they're like time traveling and they go back in time and try to change something, alter something to see if it'll change the future. And no matter what things they keep altering, the future is still the future. Sometimes it looks like, ooh, I almost had it. And sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, that was a total different chain reaction. But I'm going to keep trying until you finally crack the code here. There's something here that's different. There's something off about the timing here. Because you got all this solemn energy here where, again, there's like a need to transform like yesterday here. Bloom, blossom, win. Spirit, show me what I'm seeing here, please. Oh, okay. Some of you could be single fathers because I keep seeing these kids over here. There's two kids over here, a little girl, a little boy. Someone or something, it's like you have to change or transform wherever this is in your chart for the sake of your legacy, for the sake of your children, for the sake of the company here. There is a energy over here of innocence that needs to be maintained and protected, and the only way you can do that is if you equip yourself. You have the Two of Cups here and you have the Emperor here. This could be a single father that is out here who is looking for a mother figure. That's something that I can see out here. This could also be a company owner looking for a predecessor. I was like, what? Predecessor, meaning that they need someone to take over their company because they're getting too old here. And with the Hermit and the Five of Cups out here, it's like I still haven't found someone worthy. I still haven't found someone that is younger, that is more vibrant, that shares my views and my principles, and my time is running out here. I can't just give it to know anybody, but I haven't quite came across the right person. That's what I'm picking up. Spirit, what's this flower and dinosaur energy over here for Leo energy? Eight of Wands here. Oh, it flipped over. And the Magician in reverse over here. You need someone who doesn't need you to mate with. You're looking for someone new now. This is giving me the energy over here. Sex, speed, communication, manifestation here. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups, you are ready to blossom and move forward and enjoy the things that you have accumulated for yourself, but you can't with the 4 cups on the bottom of the deck because you still can't find anyone to hold you down. The magician is in reverse out here, so you haven't found anyone out here. Now this is Virgo and this is Gemini, and in reverse that means it could be Sagittarius or it could be Pisces for me, which is someone who is on the move or someone who's not realistic. So you keep coming across people who are on the move or not realistic, and you cannot commit to that. Whether it's a relationship or a job, you can't take a vacation because you don't know who you're going to leave your workload to. You can't be in a relationship because you can't trust these people to be suitable parents or helpmates or spouses. It's like now that you're to an upgraded version of yourself, now you're waiting on your environment to catch up. It's something else that I'm hearing here. It's like when you know better, you do better, but it's like you just woke up and now you're like, babe, we totally should eat better. And your spouse is like, yeah, sure. So you go throw everything away, go grocery shopping, bring in some better groceries, some vegetables, some fruits, some vitamins, and then your spouse wigs out like, oh my God, what they didn't want that. This is too fast. You should have took them a little slower. They didn't want to go fast. You had to breadcrumb them or spoon feed them, but you're ready to go now. You want what you want now. Minor Arcana for the Star here. You're ready to get started now. Your ships have come in. You're already on the lookout, like for the next best thing. You're like, why wait? Why don't I just go to the grocery store now? Why do I have to wait until we eat all this bullshit and get even sicker, even fatter, even more, disease prone by eating all these different foods? To then go and trash it. Warrior on the bottom of the deck here with windmill. That's like the Wheel of Fortune energy here. You're fighting for a change and your environment is going up against you. You could be saying, hey, this is my new schedule. People are still calling you. You're saying my new schedule says I sleep between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. People are still calling you at 4. And you're like, hey, I'm asleep. And they like, well, get your ass up. You ain't usually sleep at this time. You're not finding people who are being realistic, or they're constantly on the move here. You've been newly inspired. So with this being said, okay, Ace of Wands out here being newly inspired. With this being said out here, Spirit, and see, this is what I'm getting to, Leo energies. Intuitively, you know that you need to be in a state where you can kind of make sense of all of your upgrades, because there's upgrades out here wherever you have Leo in your chart. However, it's still new to you as well. Like, this is like the title hasn't set in. This is like newlyweds that are not quite acquainted to being married together or living with someone yet. A new mom or a new dad, not quite acquainted with the new role of being a parent. So there's some things that are still a little weird for you here. So you're trying to find control of your own life while being in a relationship, and you're feeling like you're not equipped. Yet you don't really want to quite be alone. You're not quite ready to call it, but you're gonna have to, because you already know it's health and hibernation. You should be in isolation and solitude. With the Hermit out here with the 5 of Cups, you're coming to the realization that the only way to heal is alone. I'm hearing final sale, everything must go. This could be a estate sale, a garage sale. This could be an eviction where everything, like, you don't have to get your stuff and get out, or they're going to throw it out. So everything must go. All together out here, I'm seeing the 10 of Cups out here. So there is a family dynamics, which is what you're seeking here, but you need one that is complementary, because with the major arcanas out here, you have the Hermit and the Emperor with the Magician in reverse. It's like people are not utilizing you properly. Like, I had someone ask me, do I bartend? Could I be a bar girl for them or a hostess or something? And I'm looking like, no. I mean, of all the things you can ask me, you have my business information. I'm a real estate broker. I'm a firm owner. I have a real estate school. I do tarot. I offer this as a service. I mean, I do business consulting, custom business plans. Like, I do financial literacy per request. I'm a mother. Like, I have so many other things to be doing that are spelled out. I have a whole personal website kthawkins.com, and you're gonna try to slide that in there, and I'm like, where does that even fit? Like, why did you even? So then he comes back and says, oh, my apologies, I meant to say, do you know one? And I was like, yeah, that make more sense. You know what I mean? Like, no, people are trying you, and you like, why though? Of all the skills that I have, why aren't you asking me to do what I'm good at? Like, what? I can't comb hair, but I'm fine with contracts. This is like someone saying, can you braid my hair? No, that's not my thing. Oh, okay, I meant to say, do you know somebody? Like, you're looking like, of all people, why would you ask me that? And you know that's something I dislike or I'm uncomfortable with. Like, why? Opening to love is out here. My heart is open. My light illuminates the world. These are two aces to me. And then I savor the wonders of the world with letting go on the bottom of the deck here. Again, this whole environment gonna have to go bye-bye if you plan on being anybody or doing anything, because you need a new love. And you know now your type has changed. You don't like this type of work, this type of friend, this type of love interest. You don't like this type of community, this type of friend. Like, you ain't with it no more. And it's time for you to go and remove yourself, because you're coming to the harsh reality of these things are now vibing beneath you. Check my verbiage. I didn't say anything was beneath you, because people love to say, oh, nobody's better than nobody. That's bullshit. Absolutely not. If that was the case, win-lose dichotomies did not exist. Win-lose dichotomies are not something that men invented, even though we invented the terminology, because God even has his chosen ones. Okay? So it was already a matter of high and low wouldn't be words. Low and high, frequencies, realms, whatever. It wouldn't exist if it didn't exist. Okay? So there are people who are vibing lower than those that are vibing higher. Those that are vibing higher, 9 times out of 9 are better people doing better things. Just because you don't want to hear it and be accountable for it, just because you don't want to take ownership of it, don't. You don't have to, but it's still going to be a fact. And that's what you're coming to the harsh reality of. You could have tried to change people. You could have thought the people around you were late bloomers and that at some point it was going to click. They were going to upgrade. They're not. You're coming to a realization that you have bigger dreams, bigger goals, higher aspirations, and that these people are going to be right here coasting where they are, doing what they're doing, and your ass going to stay here too, or you're going to float, get lighter, pack light, full energy, so that you can elevate here with this balloon and go see some different stuff, okay? Because these people are like, no, we're just going to sit here. And you did. But with the Magician being in reverse, now you realize, like, there's nothing here for me. There are no tools and resources available for me. But my shifts just came in over there. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the Two of Wands. Making plans to get out of here. That's the 2-2 energy out here. Then I'm seeing there's 3 2s out here. The only 2 that is missing is the Two of Pentacles, which is not bad, because the Two of Pentacles talks about indecisiveness and being busy and being all over the place. That one's not here. Two of Swords talks about a decision. Well, all the 2s talk about decision, but the Two of Swords talks about making a decision based on your internal data. Two of Cups talking about finding environments and things that make you feel good. Decisions that make you feel good. Two of Swords, decisions that make sense. And then the Two of Wands, this talks about making the plan, right? Buying the ticket, you know, seeing what size that's needed, checking the schedule so that you can get gone. The Two of Pentacles is you actually getting gone, and I don't see that out here. The only Pentacle out here at all is the Knight of Pentacles. So you're coming to that realization. Right now you could be finding yourself definitely in a state of healing because of the fact that Dinosaur here with flowers, like, you could have grew up with these people. You could have known these people for a long time, been at this job for a long time, been in love with this person for a long time, and nothing's happening here. So definitely take advantage of that Mars energy, because with the Warrior and with this Emperor out here, it looks like that's what's provoking you to get started, because you also had the Ace of Wands over there. So this Mars energy and Scorpio could be triggering you to get on the move. Spirit, is there anything else that I need for the Leo energies in this health and hibernation stage? Thank you so much. As above, so below. You will be playing a different role with the hat. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. with chair filled because you're ready for new people in your life. I love it here. And that just fell out on top of revealing radiance. And you got money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. It's not going to come to you. You're going to have to embark on this adventure and get busy here. So for those of you who are having survivor's remorse, where you're kind of sad that you have to leave people behind you, think about all those superhero stories where once they're raised and everything, but once their power awakens and their destiny is revealed, they're gone. 9 times out of 9 in those shows, they only return home for a death, for a funeral. They'll get the word that father has passed, mother's gone, and then they'll go home to pay homage and respect, and then they're back on the journey. They can't stay home. They just check in and make sure everybody's straight. And these people never ask them to either. They're like, you're leaving again. We're going to miss you. We love you. Be great. Because there's a sense of pride in knowing that they're out there living their life in the highest vibration and being a part of that. That's what you're looking for at this point. Y'all better come on. Okay? These folks ain't got nothing for you. Elevate. Elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. Look. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. There's nothing you can do about this. This is fixed energy as well. That would be you, Leo energies. Wherever you have this in your chart, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. So it could be very hard for you to switch your circle up. You just don't want to do it. It just doesn't make sense. You just can't figure out why they can't go with you. But at the end of the day, why they are the way they are, whatever. But you do know that you have found an exit here. That reminds me of a Pisces reading that I had called Where's That Exit? I'll pull that one up. And I'll put it on the... This was a Pisces. I'll put it in the relevant videos because that's what's out here. And then you have Sunrise with Pay Attention to Your Work. That's you out here. I'm picking up with Capricornian energy. So guess what? Check out Capricorn energy. You could need to embody that energy. This is your advice. So you could need to embody that Capricorn. Dang it. You could need to embody that Capricorn energy. So you might just want to go check it out and just move like they're moving right now. Y'all have Hulu now, so you might want to just sit back, watch a little bit of TV that doesn't look like something you've been able to do. You could bite your fingernails or something else that I'm picking up on, or you could like chain smoke. I'm not picking up on drinking. I'm not picking up on anything where you sleep. It's just something that keeps you stagnant or stuck. If you're doing any type of drugs that make you a downer, because you don't know how you're going to be received in your new community, but you do know that you need a new community. This is what I have for y'all. Remember, the links to personals are below. Prices have actually been more affordable because I have other streams of revenue. So I'm trying to reserve this for people who just want to heal and get some input and then use my career to pay my actual bills. I have to charge something just because I need to know who's serious and I need to know how to prioritize the reading. So if everyone could get a reading, everyone would get a reading. So I have to charge so that I can at least pick out the people who are serious about the readings, and that way I can make time for them, because this is an all-day thing where people are calling saying, I need a reading. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm working, and I do have several different companies. So I could be showing houses. I could be in a one-on-one video conference for a business plan because they're custom. You can check out the templates for that, the different packages for that. I could be, talking to a broker about doing a class. I could be at a networking event, or I might be asleep. I might actually be asleep. I could be, Lord, driving Uber. I still do that. I could be doing somebody else's tarot reading. I babysit all the time just because I do a lot of stuff just because I like to stay moving. But again, I'm definitely rocking this life to the fullest, and I feel like there's a lot of you who want to get moving, and that's exactly what it is. You want to be busy, you want to be out here in these streets, you want to be making something of yourself, you want to be realizing dreams, and the people you're around are not moving and shaking. Okay, I love y'all. I'm glad we had this community to motivate each other, instruct each other, and until we meet again, this girl done brought her laptop down here. Keep growing.